All right, good evening. I am Saad Al-Aziz, the owner and head instructor of Semper Fortis Jiu-Jitsu here in San Antonio, Texas. And I am going to break down my second match at the Master World Championships this year, 2021 in Las Vegas, Nevada, as promised to all my students. So I'll talk about the good, the bad, and my basic strategy of what I was trying to do in this match. I was going against a very tough opponent by the name of Mario Isabella, who is with Gracie Baja in Montreal, Canada. So he flew down from Canada to compete. Mario is a friend of mine. He's a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, of course, but he's also a judo black belt. So he's very good at takedowns. And what made this match interesting is just this year in the Pan American Championships, me and Mario had competed, and Mario won that match by a referee decision. So that meant the score was tied. We had the same amount of advantages, same amount of points, and it was at the end of regulation, and the referee had to pick which one he thought did better in the match and pick a victor. And Mario won that match, so he eliminated me from the Pan American Championships this year. So I was very interested and excited to basically get a rematch with Mario here in the Master World Championships and see if I could avenge my previous loss. Although I say that in a lighthearted way because Mario is my friend. I have a tremendous amount of respect for Mario. He's a very good competitor. He's a very nice person. And he exemplifies, like, all the good attributes you hope to find in a jiu-jitsu practitioner. You'll find in Mario Isabella. So I know I'll have to compete against him again one day because he's been a top competitor for quite some time, and he competes a lot, and so I'm sure I'll see him in the Pan American Championships this year, or the Master Worlds Championships, next year. So it's top opponents like him, just you face them again. So that's one of the reasons you never see me celebrate or get all excited and act a fool when I win a match. It's because like a lot of times I'm competing against friends, and they're people that I have a tremendous amount of respect for. Just as a side note, you could see my teacher here, Luis, and his son Pedro, as they're getting ready to coach me during this match. Also, my friend Rodrigo Pinero was over here. Sometimes it's interesting to see who all's in the stands. So they're, I think, actually watching another match. Okay, so without further ado, I will go into the match and get it started so you can see, and I'll talk it through. So the referee, he's going to call us both out, and we come out. And like I said, me and Mario are very familiar with each other. We're good friends, and we both have a tremendous amount of respect for one another. So it wasn't just a fist bump, but even a hug. It's like we're friends. But like I said, Mario's a judo black belt in addition to his Brazilian jiu-jitsu skills. And he's pulling my gi out, and I don't know what his strategy was for the takedown, but I knew that him pulling my gi out was not in my best interest. And so once we tie up, I decided, you know what? I'm not going to try to take him down. I'm going to pull him into my guard where I feel strong. And Mario immediately goes for a leg weave pass. And I'm countering him by basically putting my hand on his hip and threatening him with my left hand against his neck. And what I'm looking to do is reestablish guard, and I pull full guard. I get my knee under and get him into my full guard. I try a quick arm press there, but Mario wasn't having that. He pulled his arm out quickly. And now I'm starting to isolate his right arm, maybe to set up maybe a hip bump sweep. I decided to go into the collar and see if I can get a quick loop choke, but once again, Mario's very technical. He wasn't falling for that. So now I decided I'm going to walk my hand up and see if I can just get a cross collar choke, Elio Gracie style. Like, hey, you're letting me get my hand in your collar. Maybe I can get the second hand over. So I do get the second hand over. See if I could choke him. Mario stands up defending. He's pushing my gi against my neck, making me very uncomfortable. And I realized, okay, this cross collar choke is not going to work. So I'm going to transition back to his sleeves. And now the same sweep I've been showing you this week, I am going for the mermaid sweep. And the funny thing about the mermaid sweep is, like when you learn to do it, you're like, man, is this really going to work against high-level black belts? And the truth is, it absolutely does work. It feels like it won't, but it does. And I've had a lot of success with the mermaid sweep. So it's one of my tried and true sweeps. So what I'm going to do now is I'm in top half, and I'm going to put pressure on Mario, and I'm going to try to hit him with the head and arm triangle. So I start to set it up, and I now have started to sink the head and arm triangle in. And I know, especially a high quality black belt like Mario, I'm not going to be able to finish him with the head and arm triangle from top half. But my strategy was to see if I could finish him in either side control or push through to mount. And then a lot of times, as they defend the head and arm triangle, it enables me to advance my position because they take their mind off something else. So that's exactly what happened. As he defended and he got out of the head and arm triangle, it allowed me, for all intensive purposes, to go to a mount. My foot is still caught between his legs, so technically I'm still in his half guard, but for all intensive purposes, I'm in the mount. And when I went to mount, I applied the Ezekiel choke, and that's what Mario had to tap to. And that enabled me to get the victory. Like I said, you will never see me just out there doing some wild celebration because, this is my friend, and I have a lot of respect for everybody I compete against. So you'll never see that kind of behavior out of me. And it was just really an honor to be able to compete against Mario and, to compete at this level against all the amazing black belts that show up. And, I was glad to have my coach there coaching me, my teacher coaching me. I had a lot of friends there. And I know that I'll end up seeing Mario and have to compete against him again one day, maybe in the, Pan American Championships this coming April, or maybe the Master Worlds, next year. And, me and Mario, we jokingly talked after the match. He's like, okay, we're 1-1. I'm ready for the rubber match, where I can, go up on you. So we'll compete again. It'll be great. I look forward to it. And but this match was my victory this day, and so it worked out really well. And so that was what happened during the match. That was my strategy, and that was the outcome. So I will post my third match in the next day or so and break down that match. So this was my second match, and I already have my first match posted with my analysis of it. And so in a couple days, I'll post my third match. All right, thanks for watching, and talk to y'all soon. All right, ciao.